Okay, so I'm a little bit late to getting to this review of Fear Street Prom Queen that premiered on Netflix on Friday, May 23rd. Because I was attending Texas Frightmare here in Dallas, Texas. And yeah, I got a lot of those videos on my channel, over on my YouTube channel and my TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. But I finally got to see this last night and I let it simmer for a minute because I was a little bit conflicted. And I see that the reviews are kind of all over the place. I have to say, okay, like I'm the kind of person when I watch a horror movie, especially a slasher movie, that's kind of my bread and butter. I give it a little bit more forgiveness because it is my guilty pleasure, right? I actually had a really good time with this movie. I thought it kind of scratch it. That's not a fucking word. Scratch that horror itch, that I was looking for all the way up until it didn't. And that's where the movie started faulting, was like near the climax of the movie. I was like, oh, okay, make this make sense. And how does this work? And then there were some directing choices that I just wasn't a fan of. All the way up to it, here I think this movie is a fine watch. Like check it out. I mean, it's on Netflix. It's part of that Fear Street. It's not connected to the Fear Street trilogy. Not really. They do it like a slight connection at the end. There is an after credit scene. So check it out. That's really the connection to it. I was a fan. I liked those other movies, I liked, I think what was it, 1978? I think I liked that one the most. I need to go back and rewatch those, and we might do a live stream watch party over on my channel or over on my friend Marcus's channel where we watched this one last night. So check him out. I shot him 6 times. He's over on YouTube. I'll try to put his link in in the comments of this video for him to go check him out. But this was it was a fun watch. This is one of those movies I think you need to watch with a group of friends. It has some homages to Prom Night. You're going to see a lot of stuff. I saw a lot of Scream Queens in here. I was kind of conflicted with the look of the killer, and I knew that by the trailer, so I kind of already expected that. But you even got like Chris Klein in here, who played, what was it, Ozzy in American Pie. Where the fuck has he been, right? But he's back in this. I'm not going to say, like, it was great to see him back in this, but I don't know if that's just the way he acts or if that's the way the director intended him to. But there is some stuff on here on TikTok of his bad acting in that one Street Fighter sequel that he made a long time ago. Go check that out. And I was like, okay, maybe it is him. Maybe that's just how he acts. And you know, for like a side character and everything like that, I guess it's fine. It's not like we're following his character, but we are following his daughter, and this has kind of like a Prom Night meets Mean Girls vibe. I'm cool with that. I have no idea what the R.L. Stein book was. I don't know if it lives up to that story, what's the differences or anything like that. I kind of went into this blind, and I kind of knew what I was getting into. But I think this movie, where it kind of like falls short, is there's no really likable characters in this movie, and that's a fault, right? And then by the climax, the motive of the killer, there's two different type of motives here, sort of. There's like a twist on a twist on a twist a little bit. That third twist kind of got me. The first twist, I saw it the moment we were introduced to this character. I won't say anything, no spoilers in this video, but the moment I saw the character, I was like, that's the killer. And it turned out to be so. And the second, there was a second killer. It was kind of like a Scream 6 kind of scenario, like a family of killer. Okay, no spoilers, all right? I'm not going to get... Second killer was kind of like, oh, okay, that was a little different. But the third killer was, it took me by surprise, and I wish they would have leaned more on that. And that's where I say the movie kind of started faulting. There was certain choices in the third act that I was like, that's not how that should have played out. It felt like they were making up shit on the go, like on the fly, just to end it real quick, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. So yeah, it didn't really hit the landing by the end of it, but the journey from the beginning to the end was quite enjoyable. Soundtrack's incredible. I love it. So many 80s tracks in this movie. Really fun. setting, very simple. I like these type of movies. Like I said, they're my guilty pleasure. But there's just not really anyone likable that you really can connect to. They try to with a couple characters, but you really don't give a shit. And then there's like some really cool kills. There's a couple that they shied away from that I did not know why, because the other ones were pretty brutal, pretty unique, and I thought it was pretty cool. There's one that was kind of cheesy. I won't get into it. You'll probably know it when you see it. But there was a moment where this killer with an axe is just walking in and acting like a fucking lumberjack and just like chopping off legs, chopping off limbs. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but it was still cool because he was just like stomping and like walking with a force, kind of like a Jason Voorhees or something. So maybe that's like maybe I need to go back and see it, because maybe that's just like like the killers kind of whoever's under the mask kind of does different type of unique stuff. I don't think it's that deep, but when the first killer is revealed, I was not surprised. I was like, "Yep, I called that before we even got into the killing." So I don't know. Watch a few movies, take a few notes. You take it from Randy. But I do like the good horror homages. I am a fan of that. Just like this homage right here with like a Nightmare on Elm Street. I just think it was kind of cool marketing. Like I'm a sucker for this. Okay, so they don't really do too much Nightmare on Elm Street or anything like that. And here they do homages to other movies like People Under the Stairs. I saw some a little bit of Hard Eyes. I kind of got a little bit of a Hard Eyes, and that's a recent horror movie. And there's a lot of homages like Carrie, like like even movies that aren't horror movies, like Mean Girls and stuff like that. Just go in, have a good time. I might missed a few or whatever because we were doing a live stream commentary, and we had the whole chat going on and everything. So I do need to rewatch it, and while everything's quiet and I can really focus on the movie. But if you had a chance to check this movie out, what do you think about it? Did it live up to the hype? Were you a fan of the R.L. Stein books? If I had to like rate this, I would say it's like a 5.2. It's right in the middle ground, a little bit over, but not much. What would have brought it to like a 6 or maybe a 6.5, maybe 7, is if they would have really landed that climax. It just fell flat. There was some weird acting. There was some weird. There was like a moment where like everything paused and they're just looking at each other, and I'm just like, "Are y'all gonna do anything? Y'all are just looking at each other. Like, what the hell? We're just wasting time here." And then there was like ways that the killer was taken out. I wasn't a fan of. Like I said, it didn't seem like the writing. It seemed like the writing like they were writing it on the set of the movie by the end of it, and they were just making up stuff by the fly. But all the way up to it, it was solid for what it was. If you like movies like Cherry Falls and stuff like that, I saw a little bit of Cherry Falls in there. It was fun. It was fun. If this would have came out in the 90s, early 2000s, I think it would have went to the theaters. Honestly, this might have been able to go to the theaters, just even though that I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's not the best, because I've seen worse movies in the theaters as well. So, I mean, take it for what it is. Have fun. Don't go into it too seriously. It's not taking itself seriously, so you shouldn't either. And just enjoy it. Something to throw on, and have some good horror homages. And yeah, let me know your rating in the comment section below. I love your faces. I'll see you later. I'll see you another time. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content. Link is in the bio, and we will be doing a live stream watch party of Phantasm tonight. First time watch. Never seen it, so come by, hang out in the chat. I'll see you later. I'll see you another time. I'll be right back.